Sometimes we run from our past, trying to forget stories that affected us. I cannot remember the exact day in 1997, but I remember the rush of running away after everyone screamed that we should leave school and go home. No one came to pick us up, all the teachers and students just ran. Even though it was a short distance for me, less than 7 minutes, that run felt like forever. A lot of grown-ups were running just like us. Kids had bags in their hands, and the adults had guns. My father came home after that day, carrying a bunch of big guns, telling us not to touch them because they were for self-defense. I didn't understand that very well, but in my small world, gunshots were not as bad as not going out from my home. For a few months, I didn't take the same path again, that 7-minute walk. I didn't see school for a while. The symphony of shooting was the evening music we listened to. There were no lights, and we were not allowed to go out on our terrace. There was not much to eat. My 10-year-old self couldn't really take in the worrying face of my father when he came home one day with a bag of flour and told my mother, "Be careful on how you use it, because we do not know if there will be more." They didn't know how long it would have to last. After a few months, flour was still available, and almost everything was back to normal. We no longer heard the sound of guns. We tried to leave behind the fear, but sometimes I can still see the face of my mother after a long shooting, saying, "It looks like we are back in the 90s. And I wonder if she had to run away from the protests, just like I had to run from school that day, 7 years later. In life, you can't forget certain things, even when you want to.